Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna keep it right on along going with the cover series, and this video is gonna be the downsides to covers. So let's get right into it. So the first downside that I want to talk about as far as covers go is that it's going to take longer to change baby with the covers. So why I say that is because if you're going to reuse the cover, you're going to take this off of baby, and what I like to do is I like to wipe the covers down. I usually change back and forth between two covers. I'll have one I wipe down and put to the side and another one I put on baby. But if you're using the same cover, you're going to want to wipe it down. You're going to either have to put your absorbency in the diaper or put the absorbency on baby. So either way, it's going to take you a little bit of extra time with covers. Another thing is if you have a squirmy baby, that's something that you really want to think about. If you're specifically putting the absorbency around baby and then putting the cover on, it's going to take a lot longer than if you were to pad fold a flat or pre-fold and put it in the cover before putting it onto baby. So just in general, covers can take a longer time to put on baby and prepare. Another downside for covers is that sometimes it can be a learning curve. And when I say this, I mean if you're going to be using covers specifically to put around something that you wrap around baby, like if you do a fold and you put it on baby and you snappy the folds can be a learning curve. I specifically only use 2 folds, and that's because I can do them really quickly and get them on Grace fast. And that is the origami fold and the pad fold. The pad fold obviously being the fastest. So those are the 2 folds I use. But say I wanted to learn a new fold, I would have to research folds and really take time to learn new folds. And that's why I say that covers can be a learning curve if you want to learn folds and things like that. So that would be something that would require a little bit of learning along the way. It might take you some more time to research and things like that. Another downside to covers are that they have no stay dry liner in them. Obviously, they're just the waterproof material that goes around absorbency. So if you want your baby to stay feeling dry, you're going to have to use a stay dry liner. Unless you're using like an insert that has a stay dry liner already built into it, you're gonna need a stay dry liner to put on top of whatever absorbency you're using, unless your child is potty training or unless that's something that you don't necessarily have a preference for. But I like to use stay dry liners. Grace is only going to be 6 months old this month, so I like her feeling dry. So that is something that I put on top of all of her absorbency, and that's something to take into consideration. Last but not least, my final downside for covers is the cleaning. So if you're using covers, sometimes it could require more cleaning. And what I mean by that, so obviously, like I said, this is a waterproof covering. You're going to have whatever you want to stuff in here. I usually use pre-folds and a stay dry liner, or flats and a stay dry liner. So if baby poops, obviously the poop gets on the stay dry liner, but if I'm just pad folding the flat in here, the poop could also get on the flat and on the cover. So that is something to think about with covers. So I would have to clean all 3 of them. I'd have to clean the stay dry liner, the flat, and the cover. Just rinse the poop out. Now, along with that, see how this cover has 2 flaps here. In my opinion, 2 flaps are poop catchers. And when I say this, if you hold the diaper like this and you try to spray out the poop that's on the cover, guess what? The poop's gonna go in here. But if you hold the diaper like this and try to spray out, poop's gonna go right in here. So what I like to do, if I have a double flap cover, I'll hold it sideways to spray out the poop. But there's no saying that it's not just gonna run along the seam here and go right into the side of this cover anyway. So if that's something that you don't wanna have to worry about, I recommend getting like a cover with 1 flap. I love covers with just the front flap. You don't have to worry about the poop getting caught in this flap. So when you spray it out, literally you would just spray down and everything would come out of the cover. Or you can get covers with no flaps, like this one. You don't have to worry about poop getting in anywhere at all. But some people really do love the 2 flaps because if you're pad folding, it will keep your absorbency in place. So some people love them, some people don't like them. I'm someone who doesn't like them, so that's going to be on my downside list for covers. So those are all of the downsides that I have for covers. If you guys use covers, or if you've used covers in the past, or if you're thinking about using covers and you can come up with a downside that I haven't mentioned and you want to share your downsides as well, I'd really appreciate it, because it's important for everybody to hear everybody else's opinions and experiences. People prefer different systems for different reasons, and it's really important for those trying to figure out what system is for them to get other people's opinions as well. I don't want you not to get double flap covers because I say I don't like them. Some people love them. So it's really important to get everybody's opinions down below just to help everybody out. And I know I mentioned in the previous video that I'd be doing a giveaway. So make sure to stay tuned for the next video, because that's the last video in the series, and I will be doing a giveaway for that video. So make sure to subscribe and click that little bell so that you get a notification that the video is uploaded. And I look forward to seeing you guys then.